What message do you have for your cousins in Africa?
Come and visit Vanuatu. Get to know about us, like we already know about you guys.
This is Reconnecting Africa. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and like it. As you know, on this channel, we're trying to reconnect the lost people of Africa. As we know, our ancestors left Africa for a lot of different reasons, enslaved by the Europeans, and some left Africa even before the white men put their foot in Africa. My brother and sister, welcome to Reconnecting Africa.
Thanks. And we're from Vanuatu. It's a small islands in the Pacific between Australia and Fiji. If you know about Fiji, we're between Fiji and Australia. Tiny, small, friendly islands. We could say that friendly island. And my name is Ham, and that's my partner Clarence.
Everybody call me Claire.
Claire,
Yeah.
wonderful. Em and Claire, this is Reconnecting Africa. Tell me one thing. What are you guys doing here in Australia?
So we're here for work. So we have a contract and we're working more in St. George, and then we came down in Sydney just for holiday.
Okay, cool. I want to ask you a personal question. I want to ask you what you do. I'm going straight to the point. You already told us about Vanuatu. I just want you to tell me, what do you know about Africa? Is there any connection between Africa and Vanuatu?
We believe there's a lot of connections in terms of tradition, culture. Firstly, we have the similar things. So the way we dress, in tradition and the way we dress, very similar. We have a lot of similarity in terms of lifestyle. We're friendly people. We're the same. So there's no difference between Africa and Vanuatu. Even us back home, we usually say Africa is motherland. It's our motherland. So we know our ancestors traveled from somewhere in Africa and moved down to Asia and down to us. So we know where we know a little of where we came from. Yeah.
What do you reckon, my sister?
What I can say is we always think that we connect here, like we said, part of our culture, like our dress, how we dress when we do our culture. And the thing that we need as well is ceremony of circumcision. Because
Yeah.
we still do that, and I've done a research on talking about the ceremony, the ritual, and I've linked it with Africa. But the thing is, you know, we have the white guy doing this. We don't allow you to talk about that.
Yes.
That's what I always said to my dad, and my dad said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure."
So, like you were saying, you see a lot of connection in circumcision.
Yeah.
The way they do it in the traditional
Yeah.
way. Vanuatu and Africa. You found out through your research.
Yeah, my
What
the
they
thing
say.
is, we talk about the Bible mentioned as well. So that's why I said when we talk about the Bible, we link everything back to Africa.
Right. So you guys see a lot of similarity between Africa and Vanuatu. And tell me one thing. I was talking to you off camera. You were talking about the tradition that is still held in Melancula and Pana and other islands. What sort of tradition you talking about, my brother and sister?
I think that the traditional stuff that we were talking about off camera before we started was about the way we dance. It's more what I can see that a lot of similarities, a lot of connection, a lot of same movements. When you dance, you jump. I think we do the same. We have different different painting. Well, in terms of painting, headdresses, dressing codes. What we have different dances, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of different dances. One particular dance for one certain thing. So if you want to dance a war dance, let's say a war dance, we have that. If you want to do a dance, so let's go to war. We practice a war dance before we go to ceremony. The second season ceremony. We have a different dance for the ceremony.
Vanuatu is an archipelago, so 81 islands, 83 islands. So each island has a particular. So you have to travel over each island to see what are we talking about. Yeah.
Well, brothers, we're learning a little bit about our cousins, our brothers in Vanuatu. And I want to jump to another point of the tradition. In Africa, there's something that most of the countries call lobola. You know, like when a man, like a lady, and want to marry, then do little ceremony. Tradition, you go, you meet the parents, get together. In Africa, they call lobola. What they call in Vanuatu?
We have different names because she has a different language. I have my different language, but we have a common language. It's customary.
Okay.
Bislama. We talk Bislama, and the thing is, the first people who discover Vanuatu are Portuguese. So that's why Bislama is our common language that we use between us to talk. But each island has its own language.
Own,
for example,
own native.
Yes. For example, in Zara, it's only one small island, but we have about 8 languages.
We have that similar to I believe it's similar to Africa. So
Yes.
if I love her, my uncles will go and meet with her family, and they will talk. They will discuss, and when they agree, I will bring some gifts, food, mostly food, and gifts, and bring it to their family in exchange for her.
Exactly. That's the Africa. Some countries call lobola. Some countries have done some research. I think most of countries call lobola. And some countries probably, I can't remember, but that's exactly the procedure. You like someone, the uncle goes across, discuss, come back with the news, and then exchange, and then that's your wife, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
That's the news to know that the Portuguese went to Vanuatu. I think they took some people, some black people from Africa.
Yeah, I think so, because my home island, is called Santa Maria, and Santa Maria was named after De Queiroz, the Portuguese voyageur, the Portuguese navigator De Queiroz, and he named my island Santa Maria. There's another island called Espiritu Santo. That's Sancho.
One of the biggest islands.
Of that.
Yeah, Espiritu
And
Santo.
someone told me that there's a place called Melancola, and its original name was Melangola. Tell me a little bit about that, because Angola is in Africa.
Yeah, Angola is in Africa, and now I've never heard of that.
Yeah, we've never heard
Today is
of
the
it.
first
This
time
is the first day.
that we hear about
You
Melangola.
see?
So
You see?
My curiosity moved bigger.
it's
You see the reconnection here? You see the dots being put together? That's what happens when you dig, you will know who you are. And then people tell me that the South Pacific have nothing to do with Africa.
Africans. We know we are.
Say again, my sister.
That's a lie. We know we are
African.
African. Because we like listening to all the vibe from Africa and all the reggae music. It comes from
I'm
Africa,
an
like
African. I'm an African lover, music lover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Music,
so-
music links us. So
exactly.
don't need somebody to tell us where we come from. We already know.
Oh, do I have to tell this? I'm not making it up. This is for my brothers and my. Look at those brothers here. If you see them walking in Africa, you will go and ask where they're from. No, you know that they're African. And Matthew, talking about Africa, I just want to ask you, when we talk about Africa, what comes to your mind?
Me personally, I like cooking. So spicy.
And what about you, man? What do you think about Africa?
When I hear Africa, I think about black. Oh, firstly, black, and then second is I would say, well, jungle, desert, everything that forms Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people They say Africa has no city. Africa is blah blah, all that negative stuff. What do you think?
No, well,
that way.
there's huge
because-
cities in Africa. Well, the cities
And it's
the,
the heart of the world.
yeah, the most important thing. The most important thing that I believe myself, I believe is not the cities that build Africa, it's the people, the nature, the environment of Africa. It's the city comes after. The city is those are buildings. The buildings cannot talk. But what makes Africa is the people, it's the nature, it's the environment of Africa. That's what I believe.
That's a lesson there, my people. You're teaching people because a lot of people when think they want to see. There's a lot of buildings, fair enough, but people think they have to see a lot of like Western world.
Oh, yeah.
What's the main food in Vanuatu? The main meal.
You know what the food?
They
What's
call
called?
the African food where
Yeah,
you,
you
put
cook the
cassava.
flour, the cassava pudding, and then
Mama mia! In some countries they call shima, fufu. In other countries they call ugali. What you call in your country?
we call it lap. So,
Lap.
we write it like this: LAP.
I don't know if it's some countries in Africa they call the same.
Lap. Maybe you will find out. You will.
So
you will
that's a
find out.
fufu.
It's
Yeah.
like fufu. We have the meat.
In the
So you can take that, you dip it in the meat and eat, and sometimes we mix it. We put the meat inside the fufu,
Okay.
pudding together.
Made of cassava.
It made
Yeah,
of
made of
cassava, it's made
Cassava
out of.
powder, is it?
Well,
Yeah,
we
not
mash
the
the actual
green
cassava.
cassava.
We mash it,
Grind
make it
it,
soft,
yes.
grind it, make it soft, and
Mix
then
it up with coconut
bake it.
milk and put
And
it
bake
in the
it.
banana leaf and bake it in the hot stove.
That's exactly how the Africans do. The way you describe it is
Similar.
exactly.
Similar.
And you can eat it forever. You can eat
Yeah.
fish, meat,
Yeah,
it's
You
up
can
to
eat
you.
with anything.
You can do whatever you
You
want.
can eat with
And
anything.
you eat with your hands or fork and knife.
Nah,
Wow.
the
Well,
West
wow.
finger.
We eat with finger.
Some countries use with knife and fork, but some countries they kept the tradition, they use their hand.
We have nice wooden knives, wooden forks, wooden stuff that we still use. So
My people, those are the brothers from Vanuatu. Everything they're saying here, there's no difference to Africa. Do you think the black people should keep our tradition or should embrace the white man's tradition?
Now back in Vanuatu, we're promoting a lot of material things. Like we are really protecting our local stuff. So we are really promoting everything local. So we really try to keep our tradition very strong and respect.
Oh, good. Good.
Because it's the one thing that links us with our ancestors. So that's why it's really important to us. Like we can walk around here and look like Western people, but if we come back to Vanuatu, we will not dress in the same way. It's like that. We usually adjust ourselves to every environment. But once we come back, that's link us with our ancestors and our culture. That's why it's really important.
Are you planning maybe one day to visit Africa?
it's on the list.
Yeah.
It's on a bucket list. So if God allows us, we will visit. Africa.
Amen.
Yeah.
If you say amen to that, God will agree. And what message do you have for your cousins in Africa?
Come and visit Vanuatu.
Wow, say again, sister.
Come and visit Vanuatu. Get to know about us, like we already know about you guys.
And what message do you have for the Vanuatuan brothers and sisters?
Keep the tradition. Do what you love. Keep the attitude of unity, love, peace, and proud of what you have.
Wow, my brother and sister, for you watching in Vanuatu South Pacific, I say again, if you don't dig, you won't know your history. You'll be relying on what the colonizer told you. You gotta go deeper and you know where you come from, where your ancestors come from. You know? Oh, what can I say? My sister, is there anything that probably I didn't ask you and my brother? that you would love to say?
We love Africa. We love the people. Very nice culture. Friendly. We have friends from Africa, and we have friends from the Antilles,
Yeah.
the
West Indies.
the West
West
Indies.
Indies. Oh,
So we are all one people from one tree, from one root. So love the people. We love Africa, and Africa we love every black people around the world. So stay blessed.
Proud to be black.
I just spoke to brother and sister from Vanuatu. Proud to be black. I mean, proud to be Africans.
Yes. Yes.
Reconnected to the motherland. Reconnection to the motherland means healing to your soul because you gotta know who you are. Don't hide your identity just because the oppressors came and say you are this, you are not that. You are an African and be proud. And this message, personal message to my brothers in the Pacific, we are one people. We, like my brother here said, we came from one tree. Otherwise, we'll never have those similarities.
Yeah.
You go to the markets in Vanuatu, you walk to the markets in Africa, things that they sell, the way they set up the markets, no different to Africa, no different to Jamaica, no different to any Caribbean country. Then you come to me and say, you're not Africa. Come on, brother. So this is Reconnecting Africa. On this channel, it's all about black people, reconnecting the long lost family of black people to Africa. So until next time, Reconnecting Africa. Kata, kata, kata,
Tata.
kata. See you.